I don't see anyone in the chat his name Adam Seeker. Anyway, God is good, and God can make miracles. You know, He can change the heart of people. He can switch. You know, Paul himself, he used to go after Christians to kill them. You know, he hated them to death. He hated Christianity. He hated Christ. Paul himself, remember that, right? Right. Adam Seeker. Anyway, do we have any Muslim have any comment, anything to say? Anyone? Any Muhammadan? Did I lose my connection? No, it looked fine. Somebody is asking me about the verses in the Quran, in the chapter 9. Well, this is supposedly a verse about the kuffar. So simply Allah is saying that Allah blind their eyes so they will not believe and they will not hear. He blocked their ability from seeing the truth, which is again proving that Muhammad saying that his God is the devil, because why Allah he don't want the non-believers not to see and not to believe? You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. But as usual, Muhammad, he had no choice, but he tried to explain why those people don't believe in him. He claimed that his God made him not to believe. When they asked Muhammad, where is Allah? You know, or somebody says, where is Muhammad? We cannot see him. So Allah, he says, Allah, he blocked their eyes, so they cannot see. Any Abdul? I give up. I am out of Christianity. Okay, Rajav. So you are Christian, Rajav? You must be a very good Christian. Okay, as long as Rajav, you grow up as a Christian, do you like to call me and tell me how good a Christian you were? Because I believe that you are lying to us. You've never been a Christian. You are just a Muslim full of pain of seeing many people leaving Islam. James saying, sorry, CP, you know that if 666 is mark of the beast or the devil number, then why the name of Muhammad is 666 by M13 X9 117 etc. You see, I don't wanna like make Muhammad is the one who is the sign of the devil or 666. I have many reasons, but what I need to know, what I need to tell actually, that the Bible says who is Antichrist? Is the one who denied the Father and the Son, correct? So the Bible speaks about the Antichrist and Antichrist. So there is Antichrist in general. Now some Christians, they say the Antichrist is one person only. The Bible confirms who is the Antichrist is the one who denied the Father and the Son. But there's millions, right? There's billions. So whoever deny the Father and the Son is Antichrist. Muhammad is one of them. Now, let us say Muhammad, he is the most evil one. But I don't see that he fit to be the Antichrist. You see, the Antichrist have to be someone who is equal to the devil. Someone very powerful. You know what I mean? Who is anti-God? Satan. Satan who want to be God. So Muhammad is just a potato. Muhammad is a tool in the hand of the devil. He is not qualified to be the Antichrist. You see, even when Muhammad he described that the Antichrist will come, by agreeing that there is someone who is Antichrist in Islam, he agreed that Jesus is God. Correct? Because why Satan he want to be Antichrist, not anti-Allah? Do you understand? Like now, if somebody, he hate, let us say, Trump when he was a president, okay? And then he says, I am the anti-McDonald. I mean, this is stupid. What McDonald? What Trump have to do with McDonald? My keyboard is not working no more. Man, I have to click many times. All right. So, as long Muslims, they agree that Satan himself is Antichrist, they agreed without knowing that Jesus is God. Even Muhammad in the Hadith, he said, he mentioned Al-Masih al-Dajjal, between two brackets, the Antichrist, in the presence of the people, and he said, verily Allah is not one-eyed, but the Messiah is one-eyed. Do you see what he said? Remember this guy, he claimed to be the real Messiah. The one who is the Masih al-Dajjal, which means the false Messiah, or the Messiah, the liar. He is going to claim to be the Messiah. Muhammad confirming, saying, you should know that your God is not one eye. The true Messiah is not like this guy. This hadith destroyed all of Islam. Are you with me? Oh, I have somebody, his message is blocked by mistake. Sorry for that. I was trying to copy a message and I blocked your message. So do you see it, people? This hadith in the front of us proving that Jesus is God. Christian Prince, why must person pay money dowry in Islam to marry a woman when Muhammad did not pay? You see, the dowry, it's not a problem really to pay a dowry. But in Islam there is not really a dowry as much it is a payment for sexual contract. However, Muhammad, why he will pay? He have an exception. He is a prophet. And always scams, they are above the law they make. You see, when you want to know if a president or a leader or a prophet is a fake or false prophet, see if he follow what he say. Correct? So if he preach dignity and he is not, if he preach not to fornicate and he does, if he preach, see what he do. Muhammad, he say something, he do the opposite. And this is one of them. So he want to have women for free. And not only that, he made chapter in the Quran speaking about women, they offer themselves for sex for free. Right? But going back to our story here, the false Messiah who is claiming to be God, Muhammad is confirming two things in this hadith in the front of us. That Allah is a man. Because the false Messiah, he is coming as a man. So why the Muslim will be confused about him? You know what I mean? So how the Muslim will differentiate between Allah and the false Messiah? Show me where in the Quran the verse says to be a terrorist. All the Quran, you know. But if you want to see a specific verse saying the word literally, no problem. There's many of them. Chapter 3, verse 151. Chapter 8, verse number 12. Chapter 33, verse number 26. Chapter 59, verse number 2. There's many. But this one as an example, that the angels, they support the Muslims in their war, and when a Muslim, he cut the neck and the fingers of installing terror in the heart of this believer, the angels are doing that with him. You see it? It's hard to follow up with all those comments. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? Can you show us the video and the link of a Muslim? Just search for Anjam Shawadri, interview BBC. Anjam Shawadri, interview BBC. It's an old video, so it's going to be like not a good quality. That is the video. Mr. FHSFL Thor, aren't you afraid from Allah Azab? Okay, let's show what this Muslim here is saying. He is saying to me in Arabic, supposedly. So you know Arabic word. You know one Arabic word, and that's it. He decided to use it with me. You want to use his Arabic skills, what you can do. Aren't you afraid from the torture of Allah? That's what he's saying to me. My friend, let me show you that there's no Allah and there's no torture. I can prove it to you in a second. Look, Muhammad, he said the same to the Christians in his time. He said, if you don't believe in Allah, Allah now is going to erase your face. Allah will erase your eyes. Allah will erase your mouth. Now, the same he did to the Jews, and he made them monkeys and pigs. So your prophet, he said the same to the Christians in his time. The Christians, they laugh at him. Until now, can you find me one Christian, Allah, he erased his face? Are you there? This is a threat made by Allah 1400 years ago in the time of Muhammad. Who is the only one I know, like he is, Allah, he did something to him, is Sam Shamoun. He lost his hair. But his face is fine. I think your Allah, he used the wrong words. He wanted to say, I'm going to make you lose your hair. Right? I think somebody add those words. I mean, look, erase your face, making your face backward, your neck backward, like, you know, you're backward, your head will be in the front, your back of your head will be in the front, and your front will be in the back, and Allah will erase your eyes and your eyebrows, you know. But this is not what happened. And you cannot say that this will happen in the judgment day, because he said the same as we did to the people of the Sabbath, which means he would do it now. Why did God allow Northern Africa and Levant once Christians devote become Muslim? I don't know what do you mean by he let and became Muslims. First of all, who said to you that God, he led them and he don't let them? God, he created us, and he says, not everyone say to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So people are free. They have a choice to choose between the will of God and the will of the devil. So you can choose one. We Christian, we don't believe in the predestiny. We believe in your own decision. You decide what you want to be. So your statement doesn't make sense. So, you know, Muhammad, obviously, he was desperate, trying to scare people to join him. And he did his first terrorist threat. This is a terrorist threat trick. He said, let me terrify them. Let me see if there's some naive will be scared from this threat. And then they will believe in me. But nobody believed. Right? No, this video will not be kept because we speak about politics unless I have to do editing. I don't know. I have a guy here. His name is Rajiv, and he is upset. Hey, Rajiv, do you like to call me? Because you see, you speak English maybe better than mine, but none of the words you say make sense. You are like a person who went inside a restaurant and he was eating for 3 hours, and then after he finished, he said the waiter, where is the food? None of your words make sense. From your perspective, they are wrong, and from their perspective, you are wrong. But isn't it you who said to us you are wrong a few minutes ago? So what does that mean? Are you dumb? From your perspective, you're wrong. From your perspective, you're wrong. Is that a discovery? Honestly, do you work in Discovery Channel? You know, I was thinking where I saw you first time, I think you work in Discovery Channel. Because you just discovered that. I mean, it took you like a long time, man. I mean, this is a lot. Did you have copyright over this statement? Because people, they will start using it now. I want you to register it, and maybe you can say it for money. Like, can I borrow this statement and make it the title of my book? Mr. Rajiv? I mean, Rajiv, where are you coming from, my friend? Like, did Biden drop you somewhere? Because this is Joe Biden talking. It's like, you know, the thing. Like, the thing from their perspective is the thing, and then the thing from their perspective is the thing. So then their perspective is the thing. And you know the thing. Where does people coming from? What they eat, what they eat. I mean, okay, today is Saturday. What you ate? Why to fail in Muhammad conquer? Well, God did not allow it. People allow it. You see, people, they ask silly questions, by the way. I don't know. I don't want to insult you, my friend. Why God allow Jerusalem to be conquered? Which one is more important? Actually, God, he leave his protection from people when they are deceived, when they are corrupt. So, in certain time, there's corrupt kings. All those failures is because of corrupt kings, not because God allow it. Always you bring, lose or win when you are corrupt. The Muslims themselves, they lost. They lost always, actually. Since 14 years now, where is their win? They took Constantinople. Here we go. Our army is just leaving Afghanistan. For 21 years we are there. If we take it forever, we can stay. If they have the will to take like a whole country forever, they can. Who's going to kick them out? Who can kick America out? Taliban? They can nuke them in 2 seconds. So, I don't want to see silly stuff. You know, you want to be smart, be smart. How come you don't ask how God allowed the Jews to take Jerusalem back again? But you ask how come they lost it? Silly, you know. So we don't blame God for winning or losing. We blame ourselves. The Bible says the sun will rise over the bad ones and the good ones, which means God is watching the one who do evil and the one who do good, and then God will judge. This is why there's a judgment day. If a man now come to kill me and he shot me, why God allow this man to shoot a Christian prince? Why not? Is God going to stop every criminal? If God is not going to allow bad things to happen, then you in yourself will not exist. You are the first bad thing, and me and all of us, we do bad. All of us, we do bad. So if God is against bad things to happen, none of us should exist. Did Muhammad save girls from being buried? That's a lie, my friend. You see, the verse the Muslims they talk about have nothing to do with baby girls. It's talking about the soul. When the soul is buried, the soul, a person who died or he was killed. So that soul or that body will be asked, for what reason you've been killed? The Muslim, they come with interpretation saying that this is about babies or infant girls. That's a lie. Because if this is true, then there's no women left in Arabia. Right? If the Arab are killing their babies, the baby girls, so where they will get the babies then? Because if there's no female, there's no children no more. So if you read the verse, you will see it says, when they ask the soul, not the infant, who is the one is, you see the translation says here, it says when the female infant. Where Muslims, who can show me the word female and the word infant in Arabic? Nowhere. So where is the word female? Why you are adding things? They assume that this is about a female because it says, or it's coming as a female, but this is about the soul. Is an nafsu qutilat. And actually this is not my interpretation. This is an interpretation of many Muslims. Mr. Razar, you need to call this and that. I don't call people. If they want, they can call me. All right. So where it says buried alive, nowhere it says buried alive. Mu'uda is to bury, not alive. There's nowhere. The word alive is not there. The word alive is not there. You see, just, let me teach you a trick. You can take the translation, take the Arabic, take it to Google and paste, and see that those words don't exist. And you see here it says the souls, the souls, the souls. Do you see it? So this is about the souls. So the souls of those who their body is buried, they will join together, and then that soul will be asked, why you were killed? That body will be asked, why you been killed? Do you see it? I mean, it's in front of you in the verse. Do you understand? Where is this guy, Rajaf? Here, Rajaf, take care. No, I don't want you here. You know, you are just like a mosquito going around my nose. You don't want to call me and you say poo-poo. Do whatever you want. Don't come here again. I'm done with you. So do you see how they lie? Does it say in front of you? This is their translation. When the soul shall be joined with their bodies. Okay? Okay. And then, what is the word female? It says al-maw'uda. This is about the dead body. Jutha. Jutha in Arabic is a female word. It's a dead body. It's a, when somebody dies, a man or a woman, doesn't matter, jutha. So when that body join the soul, which means they come back to life, is going to be asked, for what reason you are killed? Not buried alive. There's nothing is called buried alive. They always lie. And if everybody bury his daughter because he's afraid of shame, well then, how Muhammad is even born? How Umar is born? How Abu Bakr is born? Remember, because we need females, we have to come through a mother, and she is a female. If the Arab are burying their females, that means we have no females left. And just to confirm to you one thing, Islam bury the women alive. It is Islam who bury a woman alive. Have you ever seen a woman go into the beach wearing burqa? Isn't it this is a barrier? So you force her to wear a black coffin and you say she's alive? You understand? What the difference between a dead human inside a box and a person you force him to walk with a black burqa when the degree is 120? Do you know how hot it goes in Afghanistan? How hot it goes in Mecca? 50 something in the sun, 54 sometime. Even car can be melted. So you are in this heat and now you have to wear a burqa. And not only that, they are asking that they should make the women have only one eye. They want to bury even her eyes. Actually, Muhammad is the first one who told the women to bury their eyes. If you remember the story, of the blind man who came to Muhammad. What Muhammad he said to them, to his wives? Wear the hijab. Put the hijab. The wives, they said, what's wrong with this keyboard? Unbelievable. I will try to find it. So when the blind man he came, Muhammad he ordered his wives to hide themselves, not to wear hijab, only to hide behind the curtain, because hijab really is not a clothes to wear. Hijab is a curtain. Let us see. I will try to find the hadith. So the wife, they said to him, but he's a blind. He cannot see us. He said, he is a blind. Are you? Can you believe it? So Muhammad, he want to bury the women. Even inside her house, she have to be hidden. Even if the guy in front of her, she is blind, he cannot see. How you can be a stupid fool like this? And if this is what Muhammad he did, that means Muslim women, they cannot go in the street. because the purpose of the curtain that women, they cannot see. Read carefully. This is a Sahih Hadith. See, look how many repeat it, you know. So the blind man, he came. The wife of Muhammad reporting, Salama, I was with the messenger along with Maymuna and other women, you know, he has having 3 sons. When Ibn Maktoum, he came, and he was a blind man. He came to visit him. This incident between 2 brackets took place after the order of hijab. The Prophet told us to hide ourselves from him. Oh, what? To hide ourselves from him. And observe hijab. We said, oh, Messenger of Allah, but he's blind and unable to see us, nor does he know us. He replied, are you blind, unable to see? Do you see the stupidity? So what happened here, Muhammad is stupid, and his wives get him busted. And now after he made this statement, Islam have a new rule, that women, they cannot go even in front of a blind man. They have to hide themselves. And look the stupidity. He said to them, he told us to hide ourselves from him. Did you see what it says? To hide ourselves from him. But he's blind. Do you see the stupidity? And after his wives get him busted, which means he's a stupid fool, he have to come with different reason now. First he said hide yourself from him, which means he is the one who is going to see you. Because when I say I'm going to hide myself from you, that's mean I am saying you can see me. If I'm already hiding from you, why I want to hide myself? So after they get him busted that he is a stupid fool, he had to fix it. So he said, what about you? Are you blind too? So now we have a rule that Muslim women, they should not see men at all. So all the practice of Islam is false for women. Women, they should not walk in the street. They should be always behind the curtain. They should be hidden even from a blind man. Even a blind man, they should hide behind the curtain from him. Prove me wrong. See the stupidity? Anyway, I think we are done for today. I'm not going to keep this video. It's just politics and things, you know. I always try to keep only what is good about religion. So we will delete this video. I will not keep it. And I hope maybe tomorrow or the day after. Don't forget to subscribe and join us in Patreon. At least you can receive notification when we are going to go live. Why Muslims are scared of women? They are not scared of women. But it's a man-made religion. Religion made by the man for the man. And women are toys for them. This is not about being scared of the women. It's about they don't trust their women. Muslim men, they don't trust their women. Muslim men, they think their women, they are lousy. Muslim men, they will think that if a man see their wives, he will sleep with them, and if the wife, she will be easy. This is what it's meant. You see, if I am there and a blind man come in to see me, why I would be worried about the blind man coming to my house? You tell me. I'm there. It's about a person who have no self-confidence. A person he think that his wife, she will find someone else look better than him, or maybe is nicer than him, or it's just going to, this is about a person he think that his wife, she will jump in any man she see. This is about a person who he think that when a man he walk by, the wife she will cheat. And when a man he see his wife, there is something will happen between them. Correct? If a man he trusts himself If a man, he trusts his wife. If the woman trusts her husband, there is no need for all of this. Do we agree? If a woman, she is bad, it doesn't matter how many hijab she wears, she will be bad. It doesn't matter where you put her. Even if you put her inside a box, she will cheat. Same for the man. In the Middle East, we say, you cannot make the tail of a dog straight. So Islam established insecure contract of men and women. So the man is like a dog watching the woman because she is the prey for every meal. So Islam make her like a piece of meat. Everybody want to grab a piece. And the male who own this piece of meat, he have a duty to protect this piece of meat, because otherwise there's other dogs will eat her. In Christianity, we don't have such a thing. If my wife, she will be bad, that's bad for her, not for me. If she cheat for herself. You know, what is my sin? Why I'm insecure? Why I am insecure? What I'm afraid of? If a woman, she want to be bad, well, she is bad for herself. The one who cheat, he is cheating. The one who steal, he is stealing. And if you believe in God, then God will deal with people. Why I will be insecure? Islam make you always insecure. And obviously Muhammad is not a self-confident. He is afraid even a blind man, he can get the attention of those females and like him more. This is how bad he is. Even a blind man, he is a risk in the house of Muhammad. A person who do wrong, he do wrong for his own. A person who do good, he do good for his own. And if Muhammad, he have, even Allah, he told him that at-tayyibatu lit-tayyibin, the good women, Allah will make them marry good men. And bad women, Allah will make them marry bad men. Khabithatu lil-khabithin. And by the way, this verse in the Quran proving that Muhammad is a fraud again. Because if bad men only marry bad women, and good men, Allah will marry them only. See here, this is destiny. It's about destiny. So if the destiny, as we see in chapter 24, and look at the first translation, bad statement are for bad people. What? What bad statement? Change the translator. Just to show you how the Quran changed, just by changing the translator. Bad statement. Suddenly, bad females became bad statement. Can you believe it? Look, look. See, in the other translation it says bad statement. Here we have women. Do you see how the line translation? So look, read with me. This is chapter 24, verse number 26. Impure women are for impure men, and impure men for impure women, which is stupid to repeat twice. And pure men for pure women, and pure women for pure men. But is that true? This verse alone is enough to prove Islam to be false. Because if this God, he make only good women marry from good men, and bad women marry from bad women, that's mean the whole earth now have either good spouse or bad spouse. Same time we find that in the Quran that Aisha and Hafsa, they are making an attack on Muhammad, so they are bad women. Even the Quran called Sagat Aymanahum, which means they became kuffar. Their heart became close to be kafir, infidels. So they are bad. But the verse saying Allah will marry only bad women to a bad man. Zainab, the wife of Zayd, his son. His son Zayd, he went to the Muhammad. He says, my wife, she's so proud. She called me names. She's a bad woman. Please let me divorce her. This is what they say in their book. So if if the bad man marry only bad women, and then Muhammad, he have Zainab. Do you see the stupidity? Are we listening? Yeah, somebody's saying he is recording. Well, I don't know. If you want to keep only the part about religion, I don't want to keep politics, really. I don't like politics. And it's, 3 hours and 11 minutes. It's better not to, what I delete, just delete. But don't worry, we will talk about the same topic. I mean, tomorrow, the day after, no problem. It's not something you will miss. We are here always to expose the lies, non-stop. And actually, even if now I stop making videos forever, that's it. I have 1 million videos on YouTube, all over the internet. I mean, I guarantee you, not even after 10 centuries from now, you will, my videos will stay there. That's it. And my books will stay there. That's it. Anyone who have my books, you have Islam under your shoe. Granted. Okay? So anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. And I wish you a happy Sunday for those who their Sunday start. Here it is still Saturday. So until, can you do video on Sunday, show how Da'if Hadith, humiliation for them? There is no need to make a video about it. Da'if Hadith simply is an excuse, because even Da'if is accepted. How many times we play the video of Sheikh Hamza saying Da'if, the argument he said, this is his quotation, the argument of a weak Hadith is a weak argument. Correct? So always when you refute Muslim about the weak Hadith thing, show them the videos of this Sheikh. The argument of weak Hadith is a weak argument. And he said, and I'm quoting, weak Hadith did not flunk, it passed. Correct? We are just quoting, it passed. That's why it's called weak. It's called weak, not because it's rejected. It's called weak because it's accepted. So the stupid ones, they use this statement saying weak for anything, thinking by saying that they escape the stupidity of Muhammad. But the fact weak is accepted. That's why you call it weak. You did not say it's rejected. You know what I mean? That is a different word. So you say it's weak. It's like, and actually Hamza himself, he explained, he says A, B, C, D. So D is D. It's not rejected. It passed. This is his, I'm just using his words. He said D is not thrown out. D, it passed. So there's ranks for the hadith supposedly, which mean how much we can say it's 100%. So the weak one, like maybe 55%, maybe 45%. We are not really weak, but we cannot say it's wrong. That's why it's called weak. All right. Fatih Al-Bari says the same, that weak passes, even rejected can still pass. Yeah, depend in the one who is reading.